Hello and welcome to another instructional technology web tool that you can use in your classroom as an online resource. Today's tutorial is going to be on Symbaloo. Symbaloo is basically a website that allows you to create what is called web mixes that you can use as home pages for when you open up your internet access that you can share with students that they'll be one click away from resources they may need in your class as well as in other classes. The way it starts is clicking log in, especially if you already have a Google account, and you can simply click the Google icon and click on your school email or your Google email, and it basically starts you off with a web mix. And if you notice up here in your message sections, you can click this and then click on click on create a personal web mix with a quick start, and you can click on that and it'll take you through a basic simple tutorial on how to use Symbaloo. But just for today's purposes, I'm gonna go over a quick tutorial on how you can add tiles and resources for your students to use. When you go through the tutorial, it'll ask you like what is your favorite um, web resource to look up information. Mine was Google, so that's why Google's sitting in the middle of my web mix. And I can look up different websites and different things just like I would normally search Google. And it then would allow me to create tiles and put those resources in tiles that students can access and click on and take them directly to the resources that I looked up. Another way you can do this by simply clicking on a empty tile or a blank tile, and you can search a tile or you can search tiles by category. So I'm gonna click search tiles by category, and these are all the different tiles and different categories that they offer. So one thing being a PE teacher that I like to keep track of is sports. So I can simply click on the sports category and it pulls up all different types of sports tiles that I could add to my web mix. But for today's purposes, I'm gonna click on career and education. All right. A lot of schools use Blackboard and Edmundo as some of the resources too. And a lot of our schools are moving now to turnitin.com. So I'm gonna click on Turnitin and I'm gonna click add to my web mix and it puts Turnitin right here on my web mix. So let's say that's something on your web mix that you don't like or you don't want on there. You can just easily simply click on it and drag it to remove, and it deletes that tile off your web mix. You also can move the tiles around and arrange them wherever you would like them to be or be located. This allows you to create and be more creative in your setup or your interface. So this is something that you can play with and you can enjoy as a great feature. The last thing I want to show you is how you would share this web mix with students so they can be allowed to access it and place it as their desktop or a link on their computer. So all you have to do is click the share tool up here at the top and click on share this web mix and it creates a shareable link that you can send out to your students via email. That way your students can have access to it. So this is a short tutorial on Symbaloo. I really like this tool and I will use it in my classroom to give access to students to different resources. I can also assign reading articles for students to read and journal about as far as things going on, not only with sports, but in politicians and different news events that's happening in our area. The only catch or holdback that I don't like about this tool is that it has a lot of social media on it, so you don't have to spend time with your students going over what's appropriate and using proper internet etiquette and using this tool for educational purposes versus social. Uh, I guess you say social by nature, things that students these days like to do, like sharing their personal information and sharing what's going on in their life. This tool can also be used with parents. So you can share your links with parents, so parents can have access. So you can put resources on here that parents can use to also like build their knowledge about resources available to them and their students, as well as career paths that they could look into moving forward after high school.